starting off with the Aquarian energy. I'm looking at the star card. Right? I'm looking at the stars rearranging for you. If you're in Aries right now, man, you better buckle up. I'm looking at the stars aligning for you in a specific order that allows things to begin to blossom and bloom in your life. Congratulations. All right, so this teaches us to get in touch with nature. It also teaches us to learn things like astrology. Right? Astrology is powerful once you can wield it, once you understand it. It helps you also understand other people around you as well. I'm looking at, in the recent past, I'm looking at some type of chained effect, something that's been holding you in place, something that's kept you from moving forward or making progress. Right? So what we're doing is we're breaking these chains from the past and we're activating the star energy inside of you. Right? So this also allows you to move, rotate in your life, move things around. Right? This is going to give you a deeper sense of freedom, a deeper sense of magic in your life. All right, I'm looking at the Magician popping up for you. I'm looking at one of your manifestations is getting ready to come to fruition. Congratulations. All right, so your manifestation is stable. All right, the Magician also teaches us to wield the power inside of you, to focus that on creating the life that you want to see. Right, so the Magician also teaches us things like dedication, perseverance, sacrifice. The Magician knows, very familiar with things like sacrifice. All right. Also, I'm looking at crystals. You guys need to be working with a quartz crystal. All right, so make sure you guys are buying a new quartz or finding something that you want to work with every day. All right, I'm looking at, there's some unstable energy inside you. This is the Emperor teaches us that things in life need to be stable. When they're not, it causes problems. When things aren't stable in life, it keeps you from accessing energy like this. Energy like this. All right? So we have to, this is also the root chakra. This is your home life. You're in a financial space. All right, the way you make money. All right, so we want to bring light and illumination into those areas of your life. All right, so that we turn this from this way, we turn it upright. And beautiful things begin to happen because now you feel safe and secure in your situation to create things. So the two are one and the same. This is the root chakra into the throat chakra. This next month coming up is going to be all about self-sustainability, being grounded in the moment, learning how to create in the moment, learning how to arrange things in life so that they make you feel stable, secure. Long-term investments into yourself is what I'm looking at. All right, so you guys need to be investing money into your learning, taking classes, learning some type of new skill. Also training yourself to look at your life and be grateful for what you have. Right, so most people out there, they feel that lack inside of them, right? They don't like their life or they don't like things about it, and you want to be more self-sustainable, right? So, but first thing we have to do is we have to look at life and see what's holding us back. We have to be honest with ourselves when it comes to, why do I have these big giant swords going through my heart? Right, so this heartbreak and loss is something that you're learning to overcome. It's happening in the past and we're going forward into the future. So it's something that you're working out of. So we're going from this to this. Woo, congratulations. All right, so I'm looking at big progress is being made. Maybe it's been a little while since you've made progress before. Maybe there's been a lack or stall in that area of your life. I'm looking at the star card coming out. I've got this is wild. This is the second deck. I'm looking at 2 star cards coming out. That doesn't happen that often. All right. So I'm looking at multiple levels of increase in things like love, compassion, intuition. There's a big focus on the intuition, the throat chakra into the third eye. All right. So we have to understand that this is a daisy chain of intelligence. And everybody out there right now is disconnected, broken patterns, because these energy centers are blocked. Right, so when we learn to open and activate the throat chakra, it allows the energy to flow upwards into the pineal gland, into the activation of the third eye. So we want to be working with your communication. We want to be communicating yourself effectively with others, not lies and bullshit, telling people what they need to hear, what they want to hear, but what you feel. There's a difference. All right, so we're going to start using how to use your feelings to influence your communication. Right. Most people are blocked in those areas and they're scared to tell people things that they feel. Don't be like that. You're meant to embrace and open up. I'm looking at a big fucking eagle coming in with razor sharp claws. There's something that's about to be snatched. So there's something that's about to leave your life. All right, this is going to be something good. This is like your guides coming out of the sky, grabbing that toxic thing and like, taking it away from you. All right, so make sure that we're letting go, whatever that is. You let that eagle grab that stuff, take it, and all right, so whether that's a toxic behavior, whether that's a situation. I'm looking at toxic people is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a toxic person being ripped from your life. Congratulations. I'm looking at sleep patterns. You're going to be sleeping better. You're going to get more sleep. You're going to be able to sleep more soundly. Congratulations. Notice how it's in red. So the red speaks on the stability. This is the root chakra. So when you feel safe and secure, you sleep better at night. Right? You have better dreams. Have a better quality of life. So we have to get ourselves to where we're stable in those areas. And when we say stable, I don't mean somebody else paying your bills, paying your rent, the government's help, whatever that is. This is you standing on your own 2 feet with your blood, your sweat, and your tears, right? I'm looking at Aries, popping up. Aries is a very fiery card and fiery energy. So that means it's enveloped with passion, right? So if you're in Aries right now, you've got energy, ideas that need to be burned off, that need to be put out into time and space. So you've got a lot to share with the world, but if an Aries doesn't know how to do that, then there's a problem. They're going to have all these information, all these ideas inside of them, but they have no idea how to get it out to the world. Right? So make sure that you guys are using social media platforms to convey your ideas, to reach others, to sell your product, to start your business, whatever that is. Right? So also, this teaches us to act in the moment. To become passionate about something means to take action on it immediately. Most people have it in their mind that they're going to start a project or do something down the road, but then never really make it to that. We don't want to do that shit anymore. So we want to get in the moment, and we want to start action-based thoughts, action-based ideas. I'm looking at a guardian popping up for you. Congratulations. Some of you guys have guardians on the other side that are watching you, that are wanting to interact with you, wanting to help you grow. All right, so they send you messages. Some of you guys, this is a new dog coming into your life, a new animal coming into your life. For some of you, this is internal connection with something that you can't see with your eyes. All right, so we want to make sure and analyze that when it happens. I'm looking at the devil. So the devil represents any type of toxicity that's in your life right now. Right? So this is something that needs to be worked through. So there's things around you that seek to hurt you, destroy you. And your guardians are keeping that from taking place. All right. So your guardians are meant to be utilized, talked to, worked with. All right. So what do those guardians look like, sound like, feel like? These things are extremely powerful. All right, and offer up a lot of protection once you utilize those. All right, guys, I'm going to end the reading there, man. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you guys like the reading and you want to book a private session, this is going to be down. The links are down in the description or the comment section of whatever platform this is on. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. You guys have a beautiful day.